Oh, I got something at the door. I wonder what it is. Oh, it's a package. Oh, yeah. I love when I get some packages. It's the best. Look, I know it's in here, but you don't. So you're gonna have to stick around to after the intro to find out what book it is. This is a Mount Rushmore character. This book is somewhat controversial. We're gonna have a lot of stuff to get into here. And I guarantee you, someone who watches video is gonna wanna buy this book when I'm done. Oh, you're gonna wanna stick around for it. Hopefully, the more you stick around, the more you find out. This is Crazy Curt Comics. But first, I gotta get some coffee. Let's go! If you want a hint about what character I'm talking about, I guess I can give you a few hints. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, decisions. All right, what do we got? We got that one there, no. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a classic Batman symbol. That's kind of a unique one. I like this one. When you put the hot water in it, it changes and the bat symbol comes up. No. Oh, this one. Yeah, let's do this one. Alrighty, let's go downstairs. It is comic book time, people. It is comic book time. Woo! Oh, yeah. You know, I do not know where my love of coffee came from. I grew up in Philadelphia, South Jersey area, and South Jersey's got a million diners. All right. Every neighborhood, every town has got their own little diner. And when I was working retail, like retail management and working in the malls, working in the big anchor stores, hey, me and my friends, we would all get done our different shifts at different places. And on Friday night, we would get done, close up the store or whatever, and we go out to the latest movie. So now it's midnight, you get out. We're hungry. We want to eat something. So where do you go? You go to the diner. We get breakfast, depending how late it is. I used to get pancakes. Pancakes and coffee, man. It was the best time. Well, the reason that you're here is not to hear me talk about coffee. So let's get to this package I got. It's this package right here. Let's open it up. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Alrighty. So now we're going to get into this book. It's a gorgeous book. Oh my God. It is so gorgeous. Now you may have noticed that I have changed because I took some time out to actually read the book. And let me tell you, by all accounts, everybody who said anything great about this book, man, they were not lying. This book is amazing. I loved it. I can't believe that I've never heard about this until last year. How is it possible that I'm a comic book collector and haven't heard about this book until sometime last year on a fluke thing, on a TikTok video, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But, this is the book right here. Now, look, in this video, we're going to be diving into one of the darkest, most controversial Batman stories ever been told. It's Batman the Cult, and it's by legendary creators Jim Starlin and Bernie Wrightson. If you don't know who they are, stick around. You're going to find out who they are, too. Now, the Cult is not your typical Batman tale. It really isn't. It's totally different. I mean, it's 1988. It debuted as a 4-issue limited series, and it was later collected in a trade paperback, but now in a deluxe hardcover. Oh, my God. This thing is so gorgeous. Now, it's a raw book. It's gritty. It's unapologetically disturbing. It's got themes and unforgettable artwork that are a little bit controversial back in the time. And it makes a very important piece of Batman's history. So we're about to get into it. So we're going to get into the plot a little bit of this. Now, I won't do any spoilers that you wouldn't find if you read the back cover. But this was such an interesting book. Now, it takes place after he's been Batman for a little bit. Jason Todd is the Robin during this particular story, and he makes an appearance in the book here. We have Commissioner Gordon and Alfred are also characters that you're familiar with. But the villain in this book is Deacon Blackfire. He is a person who we don't know how long he's been around. We don't really know his true age. And he has become like a religious cult leader in a way. And the people that he's amassed as his followers are Gotham's downtrodden, the lower rungs of society, the people in despair, the homeless. And they've started disappearing from Gotham, and they've moved to the sewers. And they have been carrying out Deacon Blackfire's will, and they are doing it in some violent ways. And it's really portrayed beautifully by Bernie Wrightson, and really surprisingly violent for the time. You know, which makes it really interesting because we're talking about committing crime in order to get rid of crime. And that at the basis divides the populace of Gotham. Some people think that Deacon Blackfire is doing a great job of what he's doing. Some people think that he's just a corrupt person, you know, out for his own gains. And Gotham, the government, doesn't know what to do. You know, there's even like a mass exodus from Gotham, and then there's a mass incoming people. So it's both an exodus and like people migrating to Gotham. It's all the people who are in despair, people who don't think they have any choices left in society, are coming to Gotham because they heard about Deacon Blackfire and he's able to, you know, make their lives better. So, like I said, when they say the city doesn't know what to do, the city really doesn't know what to do. And then the government is at a loss. So it's just like this bleak dystopian landscape Gotham has become. And, you know, where's Batman? Well, Batman is captured and tortured, both mentally and physically. You know, how's Batman going to overcome this? You know, we've seen Batman beaten down before, but not like this. In this book, he's somewhat afraid. Now, here you go. I'm going to show you a panel from the book, and it's going to show you Batman like you've never seen it before. And if you don't want to get the book after seeing this, or at least intrigued enough to want to know what happens, well, I don't know what to tell you, but check this out. Right. Now, you want to know what happened before, how to get that way, what happened afterwards, how's it end? Like, that right there, like, you never see Batman like that, right? Telling you, this is good stuff, people. Read it, and I find that you read this book on a lot of different levels. You can read it on the surface level, and it's just a comic book. You can read it on other levels, and, you know, you get much deeper. I read it on a level where you got the deeper thoughts, but then also, I found amazing parallels with this book and something else. Let's talk about that. So while reading this, I was amazed at how many similarities this book had to a movie I watched. And the movie is not unfamiliar to the subject matter. So we got Dark Knight trilogy. It's Christopher Nolan, and it's Dark Knight Rises. There are so many similarities in this book and specific plot points in this book that it made me actually second guess whether this might have been some of the inspiration for Dark Knight Rises. I mean, in that movie, Bane uses, you know, the lower rungs of society. That's the people who he gets to do. They go to the sewers. Gotham's trying to get him out of the sewers. All that is in here. The hero beaten down, doesn't know how he's going to overcome. You know, all that is in here. I mean, there are specific plot points, like about the bridges and the army trying to move in and all these different things. You know, I know that a lot of the movie, and rightfully so, was taken from Nightfall. And No Man's Land was, I believe, part of the inspiration for Dark Knight Rises. But man, Dark Knight Rises, I gotta think. I mean, when you read it, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god!" I feel like I'm watching I'm reading about the Dark Knight Rises, just a different character as the villain, but so similar. And this came out in 1988, people. You know, at its core, it's a story about Batman's struggle against overwhelming evil, battle to maintain his humanity in the face of like torture and despair. And it really presents Gotham City in like a really horrific landscape. It's corrupt, it's oppressive, it's on the brink of collapse. And more importantly, it's just not a physical battle for Batman. It's an emotionally, psychological one. So it's all in here, people. This is great. I can't believe there's only 4 issues. It seemed like a much bigger than 4 issues. I just want to take a moment to talk about the creators of this book. Jim Starlin is legendary. He wrote this right here, The Infinity Gauntlet, as well as Infinity War and Infinity Watch. And, well, Jim Starlin also helped create this guy right here. He co-created Thanos, that's right. And also, we got He helped co-create Drax and Gamora. So now I don't want to leave out my man Bernie Wrightson, but he helped co-create the Swamp Thing, people. So we got two guys who know what they're doing, and they helped create a fantastic story here. You know, on a side note, I don't collect much Swamp Thing. I got to be honest, I haven't read almost nothing at all Swamp Thing. And I know people are going to probably kill me in the comments for it, but if I were to read the Swamp Thing, what should I read? Where should I start? Where should I begin? Let me know in the comments. Now, the cult wasn't praised for just his dark story and artwork. It was also heavily controversial. In 1988, the comic world wasn't used to this level of violence in a book, let alone a mainstream superhero comic book. And plus, the portrayal of Batman, his torture, psychological abuse, the physical degradation that he suffered sparked a lot of outrage among readers and critics. Plus, the idea of Gotham falling under the rule of a madman and Batman being broken down to the point of, like, defeat, it kind of feels like a betrayal of the character, and that's what a lot of people were angry about. It pushed the boundaries of what people thought a comic book could be and what a superhero comic could be, and to me, I feel that's why it's so important and that's why it's so significant in Batman's history. Batman the Cult. I am so amazed I've never heard about this book until a year ago. You know, that just boggles my mind. Now, after seeing all this, if you want to get this book, go to the description. I'll have a link for it both on Walmart, Target, Amazon, whatever one is cheaper for you, where you live, depending on what kind of accounts you have. But for only $22, this was an amazing get. So click those links. They are affiliate links, but hey, click them and get yourself a really good book. I mean, it's gorgeous. Get it. You won't be I keep saying it. You won't be disappointed. As a matter of fact, if you are disappointed after getting this book, you come on here and you tell me, yo, Crazy Curt was wrong. This book sucked. I want my money back. I won't give you your money back, but you'll have made your point. But I'm telling you, awesome book. Awesome book. And just one quick story. I got to tell you how I even found out about this book. Last year, I got a $25 gift card for Amazon for a birthday present, and I decided to go to my TikTok channel because I have a lot of followers there, and I decided to ask them, give me suggestions on a comic book related item that I can get with my $25. Maybe it's a trade paperback, maybe it'll pay for part of an omnibus, maybe it'll be a comic book mug or a cool t-shirt that you've seen, whatever it may be. So somebody recommended go get Batman the Cult. I didn't hear about this, so Google, start reading about it. Wow, this seems really interesting. I think I might want to do this. But the trade paperback was out of print, and people that were selling it were asking, more money than I wanted to pay for it. The individual comic book issues, well, I couldn't get them on Amazon with my gift card. So lo and behold, when I typed it in and looked for it, it shows that there's a pre-order available, and it was coming out later in the fall of 2024, which was just, 5 months ago or so. So I just waited till it came out. And then, I had some medical things going on and I had forgotten about it. And then come back around, Target had it on sale for $22. And I used the coupon and got a gift card. And lo and behold, I ended up paying $4 for it. $4 for it. Hello. But one thing I did get with my $25 Amazon gift card, since I couldn't get the Colt, was I ended up getting this. Justice League versus King Kong versus Godzilla, and this is a lot of fun. I love all three of these. I mean, it's Godzilla, people. I love Godzilla. And I love King Kong. King Kong's awesome. So why wouldn't I get Justice League versus Godzilla versus King Kong? So I got this that was my recommendation to myself. That's what I got. And a good thing I got this, because then I was able later on to get this, and I am so happy about it. So that's my story. Sometimes things work out in your favor. That's all I got today, people. Thank you for sticking around. I do appreciate it. Hey, remember, stick around, click the little links, subscribe, and watch one of my other videos. I'm not sure which video will appear, but I think I'm going to put up the one where I show you, since we're talking about Batman, show you what happened at New Comic Book Day when I went to go get the first copy of Hush 2. So that's in my latest New Comic Book Day video, so I'll put that video up. Thank you so much. Wrong book. This is why you're here. This one right here, Batman the Cult. It was freaking awesome. All right, I'm Crazy Curt. Thanks for sticking around. The more you stick around, hopefully the more you find out. Peace.